Welcome back to day two. I am so glad that you showed up today. Yesterday, we set your intention and cleared that first small space. Today we're going to be doing the work that really most people avoid for years. And we're going to face your money. I'm talking about all of it with complete honesty and compassion. I'm not going to lie to you. Today might feel a little uncomfortable. You might find things that you forgot about. You might feel some shame or embarrassment. But here's what I need you to understand: you can't change what you won't face. And by the end of today, you're going to know exactly where you stand financially. So take a deep breath. I want you to grab a box or a laundry basket and let's do this together. Let's talk about why this feels so hard before we dive in. For most of us, financial documents, they carry emotional weight. I'm talking about that stack of unopened mail. It's not just paper, it's anxiety. That credit card statement, it's not just numbers, it's regret about that purchase that you couldn't really afford. Those medical bills, they're reminders of some of the hard times that you may have went through. We avoid these documents because we're afraid of what they'll tell us. We're afraid we'll see proof that we failed, that we're behind, that we're not where we should be by now. But here's the truth I need you to hear: whatever you are right now financially is exactly where you are. It's not good or bad, it's just your starting point. And you can't plot a course to home ownership if you don't know where your starting point is. So today we're going to be gathering everything with compassion, no judgment, no shame, just facts, because facts is what gives us power. All right, it's time that we hunt down every financial document in your home. I don't mean every single one. Here's exactly what we're going to be looking for and where to find it. I want you to grab your box or your basket and let's go room by room. We're going to start in the kitchen, that junk drawer with random papers, the pile on the counter that's been sitting there for weeks. You know the one. Inside cookbooks on top of the fridge, magnets that's been holding old bills on the refrigerator, inside that miscellaneous kitchen drawer. Then we're going to go to the bedroom. Nightstand drawers, under the bed, on top of the dresser, in coat pockets, inside books that you've been using as bookmarks. Then in your home office or your desk area, every drawer, even the ones that stick, look in the file cabinets, open every folder, inbox, outbox trays if you have that on your desk, behind the computer, on shelves that have been mixed with other papers. Look there also. In the living room, check your magazine rack, side table drawers, under the couch cushions. Yeah, I'm serious. Under the couch cushions. Inside that decorative box that you use for storage, stacked with other mail. Now, in that bathroom, also check the medicine cabinet, prescription information, insurance cards, drawers, EOB statements, receipts. They might be in there as well. In your car, check your glove compartment, center console, your door pockets, under your seats. In those bags, purses, book bags, I want you to check every single one of them. Old receipts hide there, pay stubs, everything. What specifically are we gathering? We're going to be looking for bank statements last to 6 months, credit card statements, pay stubs the last 3 months minimum, tax returns the last 2 years, bills, utility, phone, internet subscriptions, insurance documents, health, auto, life, renters insurance, loan documents, student loans, auto loans, personal loans, also receipts. We're looking for especially large purchases, your investment statements, 401k, IRA, brokerage, social security card, birth certificate, medical bills, EOB statements, any collection notices. Don't hide from these. We're looking for rent or mortgage statements, W-2s, and 1099s. Don't organize anything yet. Don't read through them, just gather. Throw it all in the box or basket. We're going to sort it out in a minute, but first we need to see the full picture. I want you to set a timer for 20 minutes and hunt, and I'll be waiting. Okay, you're back. Deep breath. Look at everything that you've gathered. I'm talking about this is your financial life in physical form. Now we're going to sort all of this into categories that we created on yesterday, but we're going to go add a few more to those categories. Here are your sorting categories. The first one is going to be the action needed now. These are bills that are due within 7 days. They're considered urgent notices. Next one's going to be the action needed soon. All bills that are due within 30 days will be included in this category. Important documents to keep. That's going to include the social security card, birth certificates, insurance policies, tax returns. Then we're going to have a category for current financial statements. That's the last 3 months of bank statements, credit card statements, and pay stubs. The to file categories, older statements, paid bills, receipts that you need to keep. Then we're going to have a category to shred. These are any duplicates, very old statements, 7+ years, junk mail with personal information. Then we got a questions needed to research category. These are statements that you don't even recognize, notices you don't understand. As you sort through, you might find things that actually surprise you. A subscription that you forgot about that you were paying for, a bill that's overdue, a refund check you never cashed, insurance that you didn't even know that you had. You might also find a collection notice that you missed. Whatever you find, I want you to remember this. Finding it now means that you can address it. The worst financial problems are the ones that we don't know about. So if you discover something uncomfortable, take a breath and say, you know what? I'm glad I found this now. No shame, no judgment, just pure acknowledgement and action. Now that everything is sorted, we're going to create your financial command center. This is going to be the one place where you'll manage all of your financial life, whether you're working toward home ownership, you're checking your budget, or you're just paying bills. Everything is going to happen here. Here's the physical setup. You're going to need a dedicated space. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be the corner of your kitchen table. It could be a desk in your bedroom, even a rolling cart that you can move around. What matters is that it's your financial space. Essential elements in this area is going to be the filing system. You're going to use those categories that we just created. You can use a file box with hanging folders, a desktop file organizer, even labeled large envelopes in the drawer. Whatever works for your space and your brain. Supply station is going to keep everything that you need in one place. That's going to be pens that actually work, a calculator, stamps, envelopes, stapler, paper, clippers, shredder, or a shred pile. You can also have a calendar or a tracker. This is where you'll track bill due dates, savings goals, credit score, check dates, important financial deadlines. Your home ownership vision that we created on yesterday, you remember that, what you wrote down? It's going to go here also, right where you can see it while you work. Your command center doesn't need to be fancy, y'all. It needs to be functional. It needs to be a place where you actually want to sit down and you want to handle your money. Now, I want you to do something that might feel scary. I want you to sit in your new command center and just look at what you found today. You don't have to add everything up yet. You don't have to solve every problem tonight. Just acknowledge what's there. Maybe you find out that you have more debt than you thought. Maybe you discovered that you've been paying for subscriptions that you don't even use. Maybe you realize your bills on due are due on days that don't even line up with your paycheck. All of that information, all of that information is power. Today you're done the hardest part. You stopped hiding from your financial reality. Let's go over your action steps for day 2. Action step number 1, you're going to finish gathering every financial document in your home. Set a timer for 20 minutes and hunt. Action step number 2, sort everything into 7 categories that we discussed. Don't skip this sorting because it's going to help create some clarity. Action step number 3, set up your financial command center. Even if it's just a folder or a corner of a table, make it official. Action step number 4, take immediate action on anything in your action needed now pile. Pay that bill, make that phone call, respond to that notice. The last action step, take a photo of your organized command center. This is proof of your progress. You just did something that most people avoid for years. You faced your money. You gathered the truth. You created a system. And listen, that takes courage. And I am so proud of you. Tonight, you're going to rest knowing that you showed up. You did the hard work. Your future self is already thanking you. That's it for day 2 of the Organize Your Ish Challenge. Remember, progress over perfection, small steps done consistently, they create the real change. If you haven't already joined our Facebook community, Dream it, affirm it, own it, where we're walking this whole journey together and we're keeping each other accountable. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So, guess what? You don't miss a single day. I'll see you on tomorrow. Same focus, same faith, same commitment. Bye now.